Hey everyone, Clay has done it again. Clay has recently launched its new feature called Sculptor. So basically, what it is, as Mr. Patrick Shear said, it is just using natural language to build your Clay tables and workflow. Think lovable, but for Clay. So this feature is really great. I just saw it once. I haven't tried it. I'm going to just try it with you right now. So the best thing I notice about this play is not just building the workflow, as you say, but recommending the right enrichments as you go. So I think this is the key feature. Let's see if we can do this when building our table. So when you log into your Clay, you're just going to find this big search bar and we are going to search our ICP. For the purpose of this video, I just came up with this from ChatGPT. So this is not a proper email copy, a proper ICP, and this company don't even exist. Okay, I'm just going to show you the use case of Sculptor, and I'm using this example. Let's say I want to find companies in the industry here is logistics and supply chain, and we can say employee count less than 5,000, and we can say location. We have Singapore and Hong Kong. Singapore and Hong Kong. Let's run it. So as you can see, this interface is just like ChatGPT. You're going to chat with a sculptor and you're going to get the chat back. So now we have around 2000 results. What we can do is we can narrow it down. We can narrow it down to I want companies with employee count above 500. So range is 500 to 5000. Let's see. So you can see the result is varying. Now I will say limit the results by results to 20. We don't want to work with a huge list for this example. So far everything is given. If you want, you can also give the description keywords to look for. So we can see we have 20 here. Continue. Cool. So we have like 20 companies here. This is what I say. If you can look at the left side of the screen, Sculptor is already recommending it the next logical steps for the enrichment, like I said here. So I think this is a powerful feature. If somebody doesn't know what they are doing, they can easily go with this to enrich this. But I'm not just going to do it now. I'm not going to enrich now. Let's see. Cool. We have the companies here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to find people within this company. When I say find people, you can see it's pulling all the employees from the company. Obviously, we don't want everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see our goal. So we are focusing on the operations and we are just going to do that. So the job functions is operations, and you don't have to talk with everyone in the company. You're just going to talk to the decision makers. So here I'm going director and above. Kind of busy. Let's focus on these three titles alone. So we have 50 results here. So what I'm going to do this just for the example, limit 2 people per company, and I just want 10 results. Import to new table. Cool. Now we have the people. Now let's see the next. So this is our email copy, and here are few corner pieces or placeholders we want to personalize. So what we are going to do this, we are going to use clay enrichments to find the corner pieces we want. So what I'm going to do is just going, I have this list. I'm going to chat with Sculptor because that is the purpose of this video, not doing it manually. Enrich the company. So it's going to recommend the best possible way to do this task. So what you see, it has recommended this particular enrichment, and with this enrichment, you are going to get these following results: employee count, and then everything. And it also suggests the credits it's going to consume for each enrichment. So I think this is this is a lot. What we can do is I need other providers. Let's see how it reacts. Because 10 credits per row is really costly. So as you can see, this is still in the developmental stage and it cannot optimize what we actually want. So let's do this the manual approach. Enrich company. So this is what Clay is suggesting, the Owler integration, but it's too costly and it does not serve a purpose. You can use this enrich company. It's just 1 credit per row. So these are the things you get in the output. Employee count, website, industry description. You can pick anything you want. I'm going to take description. Cool. Let's try this. So this is not end all be all. You can pull anything you want at any time. Cool. Now we have the employee count. Now next, look at the corner piece we want. We have employee, we have the recent news. Let's ask Sculptor if it can find. I want to use recent news enrichment. So manually what we will do is we go here, we find it here. So we have predict leads. Now let's see what Clay recommends. So Clay recommends to go for a waterfall so that if one integration predict leads fail, it automatically goes to the next one. So which is a good thing in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is just going to go ahead and do what Sculptors told me. Cool. It has added, but it didn't run yet. That's a good news for us because we have to make few adjustments here. I don't want to spend 6 credit per row. I'm just going to delete this. We're just going to use predictlets and Google News alone. Run. The next corner piece we need is a similar company. So we have found our results in here. Cool. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull the top news from the company. So this is the summary of the news. I'm going to add this as a column. News. Cool. Now we are going to run the next enrichment we need, which is similar company. Let's see how Clay tackles this problem. Competitor. My guess is it's going to say something, but it's not going to be economical in terms of credit. Let's see. It is just going to say to use some built-in enrichments, built-in data providers to leverage. But as you can see, they are actually costly. So what I would do in this scenario is I just use my own chat GPT, bring my own AI, open API keys, and just run the prompt by giving the website as input and find the competitor names. Yep, like I said, it just given you an integration that would cost 4 credits per row. I'm not going to go ahead with this. I'm just going to use my own AI. Okay. So uh, this is the company and find the competitor of that company. I want only one competitor of company. So it's going to use the default Clay organ, which is costly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it. So right now I don't have the upgraded version, so I can't add my own API keys, but I highly suggest you to go with your own. So I'm just going to use the cheapest one here, GPT 4.1. I know. Yep. So fields response text. Let's just run for one row. So we have everything. We have our first name, company name, similar domain. We have the company name, but you can see it has the PTE, private limited, LLL. We don't want to use this in the email. You are going to normalize the company name. Instead, we just want Eastern Pacific shipping. We don't want this feature. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask Sculptor how we are going to do it. Normally, there is an integration here called normalize domain. Let's see. Normalize company name in there is no other field called name. So what I'll do, I'll just say company name. Now let's give it here. The reason why I'm using a curly bracket here is Clay does not have the sculptor does not have the ability to recognize columns within the table as of now. So the Clay team has told me this is something they are working on to do this in the future. You can see it has given the entire block of this text which we don't want for a new tutorials. It's always good to give the output sample. Amazon. Let's run it again. And you can see Clay is Sculptor is smart enough to recommend this normalized company name because it is an inbuilt integration within the Clay. Just going to add it. The input is the company name. It has already taken it. Let's run. So the AI is still giving the entire name. So we are going to play with this prompt. If this is not working, just always feel free to go to the templates because people have already done it, what you're trying to do. So just, I already have the competitor. So it's already in here. So what you're going to do is just change the model here. Go for a cheap one. Run. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. If you are going to run a custom AI, always check the templates. People have already made a prompt that actually work. So prompting is definitely a huge thing in Play. So we have the normalized company name here. Let's pull it out and rename normalized name. Cool, we have a normalized name here. But as you can see, it's not perfect. It still has the PT limited live. So this is what Clay does sometimes. So I always recommend to double check it or use an AI to remove the unwanted suffix. So the result is much better. So we are getting three competitors' name. Usually I would just go with one, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run with this. Add as a column. Awesome. Now we have all the column pieces to run our personalized campaign. Let's run it. So this is how you use Clay Sculptor. Obviously, this is a worst campaign. Don't ever launch a campaign like this. This is just absolute garbage. I use this for example. The purpose of this video is to show you how you can use Clay Sculptor not only to find the companies, find the prospects, but also ask it, but also to discuss the next possible or logical steps in order to complete our workflow. I hope this is useful to you. Feel free to ask your questions regarding Clay in the comment and please sign up for Clay and try the sculpture for yourself. Have a great day.